Multitasking is something we use daily, like opening a browser, listening to music, and typing a document at the same time. So, in this video, we will understand what is multitasking operating system, how it works, its components, types of multitasking operating system, advantages and disadvantages. So, hey guys, welcome back to the YouTube channel of Educated Journey. What is multitasking operating system? A multitasking operating system allows multiple tasks or programs to run in a concurrent manner. This means tasks do not run exactly at the same time, but the CPU switches between them very quickly. Because of this fast switching, system performance improves and user feels that many tasks are running simultaneously.
Let's see the components of multitasking operating system. The first one is time sharing. Time sharing means the operating system divides the CPU time into small time slices. For example, let us say we have 5 tasks to be completed by the CPU A, B, C, D, and E. So the CPU will divide the time for each task. After one task uses its time slice, the CPU is given to the another task. This happens very fast. Because of time sharing, every task gets a chance to use the CPU. So task A, B, and C and so on will get the CPU time. The second main component of multitasking operating system is content switching. Content switching is the process of stopping one task and starting another task. When the CPU switches from one task to another, the operating system saves the current state of the running task and reloads the state of the next task, which means let's say task A has taken the CPU time and only completed 70% of its task and 30% is remaining. Thereafter, the CPU has given the CPU time to task B. And when CPU has completed the task B, the CPU will be again given to task A to complete the remaining 30%. So the task A will be started from 71% to 100%, which means the remaining 30% will be completed and the 70% will be saved. This is what content switching means. Now let's understand how multitasking operating system works. On the left side you can see different applications like Word, email, browser. These are tasks that the user is running at the same time. In the middle we have the operating system that acts as a manager and controls how these applications use the CPU. And finally on the right side you can see the CPU. There is only one CPU but many applications want to use it. First, all applications like Word, email and browser sends their request to the operating system. The operating system does not give the CPU to all applications at the same time. Instead, it uses time sharing. We have discussed what time sharing means. The operating system gives the CPU to Word for a very short time. Then it quickly switches the CPU to email. After that, it switches the CPU to web browser. This switching happens very fast in milliseconds. Because of this fast switching, the users feels that applications are running at the same time. And you can see some dotted lines inside the operating system. These dotted lines are used to show context switching. When the CPU moves from Word to email, the operating system saves the state of the Word, then it loads the state of email and gives the CPU. Later, when Word gets the CPU again, it continues from where it stopped. This save and load process is called content switching. There are two types of multitasking operating system. Type 1 is primitive multitasking operating system. Here the operating system decides which program should use the CPU and for how long. Even if the program is running, the operating system can stop it in between and give the CPU to another program. This is done to make sure that no single program uses the CPU for long time. Most modern operating systems like Windows, Linux, Mac OS uses primitive multitasking operating system. For example, if one app is stuck or slow, the OS will not wait. It quickly switches the CPU to another app. So we can say that here operating system is the boss. In type 2 we have cooperative multitasking, which is also known as non-primitive OS. Here the operating system is not strict. A running program must voluntarily give up the CPU so that another program can run. If a program does not release the CPU, other programs will have to wait. So, all programs must cooperate with each other. That's why it is called cooperative multitasking. This type of operating system was used in older operating systems like Windows 3.x. So here, if one app forgets to stop, the whole system may freeze. We can say here that task is the boss in cooperative multitasking. Let's see advantages of multitasking operating system. The biggest advantage is that multiple programs can run at the same time. You don't have to close one application to open another one. Multitasking makes better use of CPU time. When one task is waiting, the CPU switches to another task instead of staying idle. And the third advantage is it also improves users' productivity. Users can listen to music, browse the internet, and work on a document together. Because tasks are switching quickly, users get faster response from the system. Overall, multitasking helps in efficient use of system resources like CPU and memory. Disadvantages of multitasking operating system. If too many tasks run at the same time, the CPU may become slow. This is because all tasks are competing for the same CPU. Multitasking also increases CPU load and can cause heating issue. And it requires more memory because many programs need to stay in the memory together. So the conclusion is on slow or low end systems, multitasking can cause lag and reduced performance. That's all for today's video. If this video feels helpful for you, please like and subscribe.